100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, Wahoo!
59, mark, check, 59. Coming. Mike,
They'll throw on second down and stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Stick. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 48 Gator, 18 Gator. I got it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Hakeem Butler, 79 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Stick from the gun. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, 85 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to... And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That's up. That's up. All right, baby, yeah.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Charlie. 59 mark.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hackett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off play action. Hackett going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Get him, boy. 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Down. 8, read. Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stick. He's got Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Easton Stick, 33 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 49.
To throw on 3rd down. Hackett trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw on second down, Hackett. This is Butler making the catch. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Hakeem Butler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Stick. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Ready to break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, team. Be careful.
And again this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Stick looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 35 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Operating from the gun. Hackett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Hackett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going deep here. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Here's Stick looking to throw. Allen's got it complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stick back to pass. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Leo!
A shotgun throw for Stick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
57, Mike, 57. Pick it up.
From the gun, Hackett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Hackett eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Rush him. March 49. March 49. Check back. 49's the mic. Watch it.
2nd and 10. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A run for Nick Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
57's the mic. Watch 57. And here we go. Watch on truck. Watch the pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Hackett. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Get ready. 60 or.
First down, Los Angeles.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 2-6-6. Pull it high. Hey,
1st and 10, Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bet.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 8-3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards, as they have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the screen. 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 Mike's 57. 56.
Operating from the gun. Hackett. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 23 yards, the final tally.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the road.
From the gun, Hackett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd down. Stick. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Mike, check. 59.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And his throw here's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Looking to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got first down in field goal range already. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
59. Here we go.
Speed trip.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards on the play and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to Butler. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. Hackett steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Chargers.
Set. 10 Tucson. Look at me. Zipper.
What we got?
Bravo.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Smooth.
Mike 5-9. Exit.
Yep.
Check, 59, 59.
Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.